assured, it will all be gone. If this politician, this criminal that said they represent Igbo, if we don't do something and they continue the way they are going, of course, Joe Iboko said it too. He said that they have to kill what did he call it? Tribe. That in other words, that is like, he does this integration of Fulanis into every region, so that he said that's how you build one country. It's crazy. It doesn't make sense. How do you go?
Mad people everywhere. Yeah, we're gonna be following up, and we'll see what transpires in the court. Every one of us know what to expect. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have already filed an application, which we are hoping and waiting to see what the result of that very application will be. So, whatever be the response of the court today on the filed application, then and only then we will begin to see how the drama is going to unfold. What else you can all see is that the war has just begun.
Yeah. He has filed application of the 20-something testimonial individual he wants.
Yes.
Oh, good. In fact, how are you getting all the
21st? Huh? It was filed on the 21st, so they're going to get response now. He demanded for, I think, 90 days to be able to...
Okay, 21st was yesterday, I suppose. Yeah, 21st was yesterday. Yeah.
Today is 23. 24th was day before yesterday.
Oh, okay. Wow. Mm-hmm. Oh, so today there will be a response on that application.
Yeah, that's the response.
Okay.
Then they will now fix a date for the case to start, whatever happens. So we're going to be following up to see what is going to be their response. Normally Aloy Ejimorako is the one that updates every time, and I follow him up to get the actual information, but we still have to fish around to get actual things that are happening in the court, and then we're going to bring it up. All we have to do is to follow them, follow all the informations that are coming.
Yes.
So that we'll get that along. But as for what we have seen so far, the zoo is on the hot seat.
They are.
They can't escape this pressure this time around. The pressure is increasing every minute of the day.
Yeah.
Every minute of the day. That letter of that application that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu submitted, that one is in top of the news yesterday. The whole media was shaking.
Knockout blow.
Up to this morning, that is the deliberation in all their platform.
Mm-hmm.
They are deliberating. Those names he mentioned, their involvement in the terrorism case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, why he mentioned them, the reason why he mentioned them and their involvement, the role they play, and the reason why they must appear.
Mm-hmm.
More especially, many people pay attention in his extraordinary rendition where he mentioned the DSS.
Yeah.
The DSS chief. He mentioned the DSS chief.
Mm-hmm.
So it is going to really powerful. And I think his brother, that the name was mentioned, is the brother that is they are holding in detention. So they must have to bring him to testify also.
Because he's a witness. He witnessed the atrocity.
Exactly, eyewitness of the attack in the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So after all this, you will find out that the real terrorists are the states.
100%. Yeah.
The states. It is the state that is the terrorist, not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Yeah. And because Danjuma, who told his people to go and arm themselves and defend themselves, because that if they wait for Nigerian government, Nigerian soldier to defend them, they will all die one after the other. Yeah. So if they're gonna talk about sedition, that is also which the law does not recognize, because people have right to defend themselves and they have right to do. If you do something, if I tell you to go and do something and you do it, it's on you. You because you're an adult, you're not a child.
Yes.
So you cannot in court of law, that doesn't really, it doesn't stand, because they didn't see you doing it or participating or show, so that is how the law works for the most part. So if you want to talk about sedition, Danjuma tell them, go and do this, go and do that, to help you to defend yourself. So that's what exactly Nnamdi Kanu did. Told his people, defend yourself, How are you going to accuse a man for urging his people to defend themselves when the whole world can see how they are being fired? We saw on a video Nigerian soldiers with their uniform just spraying, shooting randomly into a house without minding who is in the house. Indiscriminate killing and shooting. So they don't have anything, absolutely nothing. And it's good that Nnamdi Kanu is really OG are bad. So we'll see how it goes. I'm really happy with.
You see, let's pay attention to you see the headline that Channel Television used on their post. This post I'm sharing here now. Look at the headline that Channel used. They said, breaking, Nnamdi Kanu defends self in court as lawyers withdraw from trial.
Okay.
Nnamdi Kanu defends self in court as lawyers withdraw from trial.
But you know that.
Let me open it up and see what it contains in it. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have said it prior that he will defend himself, and Aloy Ejimakor and Showore and some other, they have also said that they're no longer going to participate in this shambolic, this meaningless, fruitless trial because he's not standing on anything at all. So I'm not surprised. He has said that he will defend, and the part of that defense is this list he has given. You understand? Yeah, so it's going to be between him and the government now. So let them come and bring these people to testify what happened, how they go about the things they did. So that is where we are now, because there's no point continuing in the trial. So let's see if that is what is going to stand. Again, Showore said it much earlier though, and the lawyers continue to attend the trial. And in this last part, before the protest, that was when the Aloy Ejimakor and others, they said that they're no longer going to continue with trial because the trial is shambolic, So I guess it's part of the reason why he concluded to participate in the protest.
Let me read what they wrote down on under that very post. He said,
okay.
Lead counsel to Nnamdi Kanu Agabi, has applied to withdraw from representing the detained leader of proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB. You see, these people I see using proscribed. This Channel Television.
Yeah, that's Channel. Shehu Nnamdi Otu.
He said, stating that the defendant had taken the case back from them. All the senior advocates of Nigeria on the defense team have also withdrawn from the suit, a development Nnamdi Kanu himself confirmed in court. Kanu told the court that he would be representing himself for now, though that might change later when the judge asked if he should be assigned a lawyer. He declined the offer. Defending himself orally, Kanu argued that the court lacked jurisdiction to try him.
Yeah. That is today,
It's today. The IPOB leader returned to the Federal High Court, Abuja, on Thursday to open his defense in the suit instituted against him by the federal government on alleged terrorism. The case is presided by Justice James Omotosho. Kanu have listed former Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, FCT Minister Nyesom Wike, Minister of Works Dave Umahi, Governor of Lagos State Babachinde Jide Sanwo-Olu, former Chief of Army Staff General Tukur Buratai, a former Minister of Defense General Theophilus Danjuma, retired, and others as part of his witnesses. So, from all we have seen here now, from all what we read, you will now see that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is now representing himself in the zoo court. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is now representing himself in the zoo court. And all these witnesses he called, it is mandatory that they must bring them. They must bring them. This case have taken a different turn altogether. It is no longer yabby yabby. Even I like the way he chased all those sons away.
Yeah.
Personally, these people are not for good. These senior advocates, they are not for good.
They are not.
You
They are
saw
not.
what one was saying yesterday.
Yeah.
These people were planted there by the government itself. They were all planted by the government and the Ohanes and Igbo and these politicians.
Yeah.
All this sand, they are bankrolled by politicians. Some of them will come and tell you they are doing the pro bono. They are doing it's a lie.
Lie.
It's a lie for the people. They were all sponsored. And Mazi Nnamdi has discovered them. Tell them, everybody, pack your load and go. When I need you, I'll call you. I don't need you. Let me defend myself.
Exactly. It's even better. It's even better. Because the one yesterday who was in a very subtle way, you know, a son, an Igbo man, yesterday subtly giving the zoo ammunition against Aloy Jimako. All these things we will take note of. We will take note of all these things, you know. Anything on your anything on your a day of judgment is coming, because he said that the other one who for putting just his number was his bar. You know, so is he tactically trying to tell them that Aloy Jimako should be? Well, Aloy Jimako, Chineke Mary Biafra, he will be the Attorney General of the country, of the Federation. Because so let him continue his evilness. He described it as them saying a freedom fighter, you know, and he's making reference to the fact that somebody was the bar, a lawyer was this bar, because so if that is what he wants Nigerian Bar Association to do to Aloy Jimako, well, we noted it. We've noted all this. So that is the situation, my brother.
It's really listen.
They are still in process, huh? In process.
Yeah, they are still in it.
Okay.
They are still in it. I can see the message of my brother, one of our brother that is always here with us. So I think he responded to the comments we are making, but I just wish that he can come in and give us explanation. I wish you don't have to show your face, just your voice. If you can just click the link, come in and speak so that we can talk about. There are certain things if we begin to write and read, it is not going to solve it, and it will not make us understand. Like myself, that I'm not clear in that, and many other people that are not clear in that, and even Christian is not clear on that. We are not part of it. We didn't hear about it. We don't know how it is being done to educate us. I wish you can use the link and come in. My brother, so he said, 4th November 2025 USB governorship election is sacrosanct. The candidates are clear and wonderful qualified. What other woto is greater than an election of the 4th November? Watch and see. If you would have come in person, I would have loved to ask you some critical questions. There are questions we need to answer. If you need pictures or generate anything, here where I am sitting, I can produce any picture or any documents or anything you want online. I can form a government for you online. I can conduct an election and give you a result.
Yeah.
We are talking about a nation that you yourself also claim, and you speak all the time. You say you have country. You are not a country. You are not a country. I wish you can just click the link and come in. And in this particular one, I will ask you question to convince me as a novice in whatever you are projecting on, whatever you promote. You are entitled to it is your right. You have the right to promote or speak about anything or talk about it. You have the right to do it. But I would have loved if you can click the link and come in. As you support the move and you say it is sacrosanct, is whatever language, I don't really want to. There are some critical questions we need to ask. The way government, as a government, operates, the way elections, campaigns have been done. There are some critical questions we need to ask. And when people ask these questions, people should not get angry. There are necessary questions that if you don't ask, it's either you are dumb or you are intentionally deceiving yourself and others.
Matthews, I was briefly aware.
allow people to ask. Even me here, if I talk the one way you know like, click the link, come in, ask me a question. If I didn't answer to your satisfaction, tell me say you no agree. I don't go beat you. I will not insult you. So I wish that my brother, he's a very active person in this very platform. You know, most of the time when he writes, I read it out because he's active on the platform. So if he would have been able to just click the link, you must not show your face, just your voice. Let's have this interaction. It might educate people. It might convince people. Go ahead, my brother, Christian.
Yeah, because I was just away briefly to attend to somebody. So, but okay, so because he's telling us to wait and see or watch and see the 4th of November. You know, to be honest with you, from the bottom of my heart, I wish them well. I wish that it works out because it's Biafra we need. But what I will not accept is to be bamboozled, because that means that if there's any school when I attend, it's meaningless, it's for nothing. That I cannot use my head to figure stuff out. So it's a waste of my time and money from my parents, stuff like that. Now, so if he said, because yesterday one said, he said two things very contradictory, that as government they cannot be doing water because as a government there are things they can no longer do. That it's not, that on the other hand, he said that he has told them not to be afraid, that they should come out, that we are now a nation. Okay, so if that is the case, so this 4th of November election, would it be conducted like normal way the election is conducted? People will come out and say, this is for Amambala, this is for Dimegu, and people will either queue on the line and vote, and after voting, what happens? So is that what this brother, were you invited him to come so that we can ask him question? Because you can't stay there behind the scene and be typing, and you come out and let us.
That is why I called him to come in, because in this kind of a thing, you don't just sit behind. Your coming in will help to educate people also.
Mazi, choose.
Educate me myself.
Are you hearing me?
Coaches,
go on. Yes, good morning. Good morning, Mazi Truth, and good morning, Brother Christian.
Morning, brother.
Yes, thank you. Pertaining the question that Brother Christian asked before, that is what I just want to chip in.
Okay.
Because every one of us still remember how the referendum vote being conducted, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
How Mazi Nnamdi conducted it. Both those
homeland.
Electrical voting, both those in the homeland.
Yes.
Because Mazi Nnamdi, if I still remember, when the link come out, those people that had voted online, he have I think he have a specific date that Mazi Nnamdi made that those ones we going to conduct it. And the one that is in homeland, there is another date that Mazi Nnamdi say yes, this is so date that everything going to conduct it. And Biafrans all over the world, every one of us know how the whole thing take went. That is the same thing that the government of United States of Biafra that's been organized by Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Ngozi Oradeze said this is how everything is going to go. And even the candidate that we're talking about now, those three candidates, they are going to platform, three of them, and they are doing their campaign. And some people are aware of it, if I'm not mistaken.
Are you aware of it? You in particular.
Yes, I'm aware. Yes, I'm aware.
Have you seen them speak on video? Have you seen them speak?
Yes.
Bring the video for us.
Bring it.
I'm
coming. What I'm trying to say is this. They have come to Mazi Humble Lion platform. Humble Lion. One of them has been there one certain time like that, and he made a
wait. Sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I'm not cutting off. So are they are at homeland, right?
Yes.
Now, we've seen the Soludos who are campaigning as we speak now for his own election in Anambra. So are they also on the ground campaigning and going to plan? There is people on the ground at home on the home front campaigning for the election. Are they doing the same, or is there any difference?
what you have to understand is this: when we do that referendum voting,
Sorry.
does Mazi Simon Ekpa, there is some of them.
Hold on. Let me put you right. Wait. Coaches, wait.
As I'm with you.
Now we are talking about. Don't compare that very referendum with this. What you are saying now. Some of you are part of those who agree that Biafra have been declared.
Yes.
You have a nation now. Biafra have been declared. You are talking about a referendum that was conducted when even Mazi America confirmed that we are not yet in charge on the ground. We only control some portion of the land. And Mazi America said that after the declaration, we will take over our land.
Yeah.
Election will only be conducted when we have taken over our land.
Yeah.
Governors can be appointed to manage every state. They are appointed to manage every state. But in terms of election, it is when we are in charge of our land. So how can you be conducting election online?
There is a video that came out that people of Anambra State.
Go ahead, coaches.
Okay, there is a video clip that come out.
After the declaration, we will take over our land. I will defend our land. I will defend our land.
This man, no, unmute yourself. Wait, when you reach your turn, you go talk. Please, we don't want it to be rowdy. We are not making it rowdy. Let's try to be a little bit civil, I beg. Go ahead, my brother, coaches.
Okay, what I'm saying is this: there is a video clip that come out that people of Anambra, they are talking about. I think that should be. I forget exactly that they said in that video. I think I will go back and rewatch that program that people of Anambra talk about. On that, the same election that we're talking about now, those governors, they have come out, and so many of them, then they are going to platform. They are doing that the same campaign that we are talking about now.
My brother, listen, my brother. Coach, listen what I'm saying. I'm trying to understand though, because me, I don't understand. That is why I'm asking. Nobody knows everything all. Me, myself, I was part of those who believed that Biafra has been declared and we have a nation. The duty we have is to take over our land and make sure that everything begin to work on the ground. I will bring the videos that Mazi Nnamdi made, which I have played here. Many of you have watched it. What he said, what we are going to do after the declaration, the way it is going to happen. He made it very clear. And when we come and we confess, we say, no more, why are you going to be afraid? You're not supposed to be afraid anymore. Which myself, I follow preacher. There's no point being afraid. We have taken back our country. We have to be able to start. You now, you are on the ground. You are on the ground, even the homeland. And people now are telling you that they are conducting an election. And you are telling me, showing me a group that gather about 10 or 20 people gather together and they
video.
It doesn't make sense.
Video.
That's what I'm telling you, that as I'm sitting here, I have the groups in Nigeria that call me every day. When they are doing their program, they will call me, I will speak to them. They will call me and speak to them. That doesn't mean that Biafra has, it doesn't mean that I will now go and say that maybe we have not taken over our land. There are certain facts that we have to know, that this Biafra is no longer a joke. It is not a joke. Sometimes when we say certain things, we make it a joke. That is why I stop saying certain things I say. That is why I stop saying certain things I say.
Because, okay, Maz, let me quickly say this.
Makes sense. We need to make it make sense. When you try now to compare it to you try to compare
referendum.
Referendum. It has nothing to do with referendum. You are talking about referendum when we conducted a referendum because we are not even in control anywhere. That referendum was to show the world that we are in control. To show that we have the mandate of the people. After you have the mandate, now that you have shown the world that you have the mandate, how will you now go back and run away from the people, from 80 million people or whatever that voted for you, or more than 50 million people? That when we check the rate of people who participated from the ground, people who voted even from Biafra land, they are greater than people who voted from abroad. And yet you are doing something on the land, online.
Coaches.
after the claim that we have now gotten our land. It doesn't make sense.
Coaches, okay.
Because of these things, this is an
Yes.
that are confusing people and making people.
You know, say after that declaration, this thing that you are talking about, I say after the declaration, something supposed to be happening on the ground. But because of the house that divided, that is what that even caused this growth screw that we are talking about.
My brother,
because
you're not making sense.
Coaches, we are saying the same thing. I don't disagree with you. I agree with you that after declaration, every katakata that happened, I am aware. I was inside, I saw it. And I don't blame, and I only blame, when it comes to that, I blame the people that walked away from the beginning, which you and I know. But we must not remain on that very blame. We are supposed to be forging ahead. And I said it yesterday that every single person that stood with this government after declaration, they were all genuine and they knew where they were going. The only reason why you see some of them speaking differently now is because they no longer understand what is happening and they need an explanation. Just like this voting I'm talking about now. I talked about it yesterday and today I come again and you are trying to explain. The explanation is not adding up. It is not adding up with what we have known before, with what even the government itself have said. It's not adding up. With what the way government is being wrong. You know, we say now we do things as a government, we have to do things as a government. It doesn't add up. When you need to match it with the way government works, it doesn't add up.
So can't you Coach, so because when the government said that people should not be afraid that they should come out from the bush, right? Now, so they are conducting this election now. I have seen Soludo coming out to campaign for his own Anambra election. Are you telling me now, on the ground, Soludo on the ground, going to marketplaces, going to different places, campaigning, shoring people up? So can you tell me that this candidate can do the same and not get swept away by the zoo government, by the Soludo and his men? Can you guarantee me that, coaches?
I think the question that you ask now, the whole thing is going gradually. Most especially on the last post that the Deputy Prime Minister tweeted about the appointment of the commanders that he sent. I think after that election on 4th of November 2025, everything will started playing out. Because if you still look at it now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, even Mazi Simon Ekpa said, there are not going to be any election that is going to be conducted by any Nigeria in Biafra land. And the whole thing is going to start from that Anambra state.
Yes.
And that day that Soludo, let me just say Nigeria in short, put dates that they are going to conduct election in Biafra land, which is on 8th of November.
Mm-hmm.
And the government have come out now, declare that very day as sit at home. I'm very sure, by special grace of God, that very day that they declare as sit at home, let us see what is going to play out that very day.
Okay.
Because I'm coming.
Yeah.
Just like what play out on this thing, on this protest that Showore conducted.
Yes.
Nigeria government did not know the next plan of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If they know, they plan not arrest Ejimako and his brother. Because it's after that arrest on 28th. On 21st, that is the day that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu listed the names of those people that he bring out.
Coaches, listen.
On 8th of November, we are going to see everything are going to play out by special grace of God.
But coaches, let me, I asked you this question. You didn't answer it quite all right. Now, but the thing is, because what I wanted to say, a lot of things in my mind, but it's important that we are straight. We will have to be straight with our people. That is my point. We have to we have to let our people know where we are and where we are heading. You cannot play with words, that we are in charge, that you should not be afraid, you should come out. If somebody hits to that, as far as, because I have people there that I get information too. So you can't play with this word. These are dangerous. Because if the people come out, they will be massacred. That I can guarantee you. The Soludo and his people, they are in charge. He has his zoo army, he has his other, security apparatus on the ground. So you can't be telling people that everything is okay, that we are in charge, that you can come out, you don't be afraid. No, we are still in a position of where they have to keep themselves hidden somewhat. If you because that was what I asked you. I said, so Soludo is going from place to place in Anambra campaigning for the 8th November election. And I asked you, I said, can these three people, can they come out in public places and be campaigning for their candidacy openly? That was what I asked you. You said that November 8th, there will be sit at home. That that is not the point. That is just not the point, because whether people come out to vote on that 8th or not, they will write election result, and there's nothing. What are you gonna do? Just like Nigeria election, they already, before even as we speak now, if Soludo is gonna win or somebody from APC is gonna win, they probably write the result already. That's how it is in Nigeria. But what I ask you is, the one who is the governor of Anambra is going places campaigning. Can the people you are telling me that they are in charge, can they come out and do the same? The answer is no. Now, if you said that they will do it secretly and be elected and stay behind and wait until when we're in charge, then they will come out and become active. That will be a little bit, that will make sense. Mazi, I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah, that's where I was going. I was trying to expatiate more to give light on what Coach was saying.
Yeah.
When Coach, I'm coming, my brother Christian, just 1 minute. When Coach was speaking, the only thing I understand in that is that the election is going to be conducted before taking over the land. And the taking over the land will start on the 8th of November. That is what I understand from what he's saying. If it is going to work out, if it succeeds, I will be very, very happy. I will be the happiest person. Then, but that is not the way it's supposed to be. We are supposed to take our land and then we conduct election in our land. As for the governor, we already have appointed governors. The governors can be appointed at any time. You appoint them. It is not all this drama to maybe you don't have to stage a drama to show that something is going on when nothing is going on. We already have governors in all places. Allow them, even if they're not functional, you don't like them, you can change them and put other people. But the issue of masquerading of conducting an election and then on the 8th we take over our land, it doesn't add up. You take your land. Once you take your land, that was the proper arrangement that was put in place by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That immediately after we got these documents that we generated from this declaration, we come back home, we will move on taking our land. He opened it up clear. I will get the video and play. He explained it. But this change of tactics doesn't happen. If we are afraid of what's going to be the repercussion, you can just do your normal selection of people who you put in post, select them and put there. They remain there until whenever we take our land, then proper election will be conducted. Because if you are talking about that we have gotten our country, there will be even primaries. The procedure through which you get people who will participate in this election has to be through primary. We will know who those people are. We will know their credentials. They will pass their primaries in their parties. We will not practice one-party system. There are so many things that need to be done before we go to this stage. So, but the way we jumped into this very stage, and we say, I pray that it sucks. If it works, it's all to the glory of God. We are looking for Biafra.
Yeah, but Master, that is the prayer now, is that, like Ochu said, who is on the ground, that by the 8th of November, there will be sit at home. So, okay, meaning that if they sit at home, the Soludo election is held or is not held, then what? Okay, I don't know. Okay, I'm not going if it's secret, whatever. But on my own, I don't see any sign that on the 8th, whether Soludo conduct or don't conduct, there's anything that is going to automatically just flip.
Nothing is going to stop Soludo from conducting election in Nigeria.
Exactly.
All the governors, they are going to conduct their election because
I feel like that template from the PM would have been the right way to go but if you go the other way around and you are saying you'll be having an election when you are not in charge of the land, it seems to me like another tactics of keeping people in suspended animation, illusion of reality, but in actuality it's not. Because so again, like what I said before, if you come out and say, yeah, that we do this and keep them behind the scene, we will but again, it's not even the normal process, because you have to do primaries and people will participate and they will choose. But okay,
why must you keep them behind the scene when we have already gotten our country? You don't have to keep them behind the scene.
Exactly. Well, you see,
as long as we conduct election, they cannot be behind the scene anymore.
Well, so it's not adding up, bro. It's not adding up. The whole thing is not adding up.
Election, no more be behind the scene. Everybody has to be active.
Exactly.
That is why you can appoint governors. They continue whatever they are doing until when we take over our land.
Okay.
So please, let's hear from Maxwell. Maxwell is here. We've spoken a lot. Let's hear from Maxwell. Maxwell is here, and Greg is also here. I think, yes, Greg is here. Bro Max, take the mic, please.
Good morning, Mazi Chooks. Good morning, my elder brothers and sisters, Namoches and my Namoches that are here. I'm just praying that my connection will allow me to pay my views. Honestly, because my card that I'm using is known by everybody, and that is the card that I'm using also to do some of my businesses that I do. Changing it now is going to give me a lot of it will be hectic for me. So that is the reason why I'm just managing it until these people will ratify or what they want to. There is a terminology they want to merge. They want to merge with a different platform so that we will still be managing it until everything is fixed. Good morning to each and every one of you. I'm spacing right now from Accra. So I have heard most of the things that is happening. The question I would like to ask is this: are we deviating from the blueprint after the declaration of the United States of Biafra on that 29th November, is it 2024? From what the Prime Minister himself, who is now incommunicado because of the excesses and the wickedness of the Finnish government and their associates in Nigeria and the United Kingdom. Are we deviating from it? I thought, with my own little knowledge, that we should be having what we call caretaker committee election of a sovereign state. Is not a tea party.
It is not.
Election of a sovereign state is not a tea party.
Caretaker committee should be the right word. Thank you for using that word. Should be
we should not be talking about election because we had no control. The truth be said, we have no control of our territory. Our territory is under occupation as we speak. Our territory is under occupation. We have no ground. As we whatever that we are doing it like ghosts. And the God is looking at what we are doing. We can only pray for what we cannot do. But we cannot pray for what we can do. We are doing the much we can within our limited resources. We are doing the much we can do because we have limited opportunities to do that. Nigeria,
Rosie,
they are asking.
Rosie, hold on, excuse me. Rosie Chima, we are not ranting here. We are not ranting. Every one of us here, we are not in the government. The only way we can speak to the government, you say we should go and speak to the government. The only way we can speak to the government is the way we are talking. There are many people who are in the government that are listening to us.
Yeah.
Members of the cabinet are watching this platform. Whatever we say, they have to hear it. Either they implement it or they don't implement it. It's not a force. This is not a public opinion forum where people air their opinion. So don't say we are ranting. Everybody that misunderstands something, that something that is done that is not clear with you, you can come here and speak. Even the way we are talking, you can disagree with us.
Yeah.
When you disagree with us, you give us your superior argument. That is why we are here. It is not to accuse anybody or to backstab anybody or to make anybody look stupid. No. Don't see it that way. And that is the problem where some of us have. When somebody gives a superior argument or make an argument, you call it an attack. It is not. This is concern. When somebody have a concern, allow the person to voice it out. It is not mandatory that you must implement it. But hear it out. Allow people to express themselves. Go ahead, my brother Max.
You see, like I was saying, I am not here to disparage anything that the United States of God, Biafra has done. No. But there must be a blueprint. For me, in my own opinion, my candid opinion, the Ambazonians are more stable and controlling so many locations for themselves than the Biafran people. Honestly speaking, I would have thought that the DPM, our able leader and my auntie and my Nemoche, will continue with the diplomatic processes that she's supposed to be doing. Rallying around with people, just go in there, begin to put fire into the hose and see how the cry of the frogs and toads will be.
Yeah.
Let's begin to have people that we can rely on. Let's begin to have the reason why Burkina Faso cannot be attempted today. Even if you attempt, you will fail. It's because of
Russia is on their side.
Yes, that is on their side.
Exactly.
Every intelligence they need is given to them. Burkina Faso has no satellite. They have nothing to look at to investigate and gather intelligence, what we call intelligence gathering.
Yeah.
It is Russia that is supporting them and the allies of Russia that is supporting them to do whatever that they are doing. And every eye is on there in order to protect the interests of the Burkina Fasos and their own allies, Russia, China, North Korea, and the rest of them. This is what we're supposed to be doing. We need to see. You cannot just begin to dig the ground that is already hard. You have to wet it or allow rain to beat the ground, soften it so that it will be easier for you to dig the ground. How are we going to dig this very hard ground? Our palms will peel off. I am telling you.
Brahmas, just few minutes, so few seconds, sorry. Brachus, you see, for some weeks now, I've been hammering on what Brahmas is saying now, that we have this window of opportunity, because one of the reasons why during Biafra we did not quite succeed was the fact that we did not get the international community, those that matters, to let them know what is going on exactly. So this is, and with this opportunity of this Trump Republican administration that controls Congress, controls Senate, control White House, and these people, they can be rest assured, they are very sympathetic to the Christian genocide, which is Biafra, in other words. But we don't have anybody to go and make the case to them. But in the people running the government of Biafra today, how is it that they don't have people who can go and talk to them? It's not a rocket science. Somebody told me that it's not easy. That it's easier to conduct election in Biafra than to go and talk to Congress because they don't want to hear. But there are people from Middle Belt who can hardly who are not even fluent in English when they speak. You know what I'm trying to say? So if they can make it there and the Congress gave them attention, gave them audience, are you telling me that we don't have people in this USB or the other CRC who can, and they live in America? Some of them are citizens, some of them, so it's not adding up. So Brahmas, I'm just trying to buttress what you just said, that Russia is why Burkina Faso is standing, because Russia is behind them. So we needed this tenure of Trump, which is not going to last forever, to have people go to them, let them know what we are going through, because we are Christian Judean.
Bro Christian, allow us to finish this line of, we still have people there.
Yeah. Thank you, my Naboche. You see, this is what you cannot. We are standing on a slippery ground, a slippery surface. If you look at those governments that had their government in exile, formed their government, they had what they call caretaker committee. Someone needs to correct me. They did not carry out election on the ground because there are forces that are occupying your ground. When you ask our people now that you want to protect, to go out there to fight and do what we want to do, yes, I love Biafra to come today. I love elections to be done, conducted in Biafra, so that our people, what are the due processes? Are we also going to do what, Nigeria is doing? People must select the people that they are, willing, that is capable, fit to do the job, because this is government. It's a public service. We don't need to repeat most of the things that we are running away from now, from that evil contraction. Our people will say, this is the people. That is when Mazi Chicks were talking about primaries. Our people's documents will be, verified. Their attitude will be verified. If by going to psychiatric examinations must be conducted, so that people that you are going to put in there will be of people of sound mind, without any infirmity in their brain. These are the kind of people, and people with no, outstanding betrayal or whatever in their system. These are some of the things. Good processes, procedures that is going to bring out great men and women that are going to lead us. But bottom line, what I am scared of is this. We don't have any ground that we control like the Ambazonians. Ambazonians are very, very strategic. They have a place they call their own. You cannot venture. You venture, you'll be dealt with. And that is what? And once you get such place, I was looking at Bakassi. That was where I was looking at. Let's share, backs. Our backs with Ambazonia. These are the places I was looking at. If there is a way, we can concentrate on those areas. Once you get a particular place you call your own base, then you can do whatever that you want to do. But in a situation where you don't have a base you can call your own, you don't have a solid ground that you can stand and begin to throw punches, it will be difficult for us to carry out this secondary, government administration policies. It will work. I would have loved them to still maintain those caretaker committees that are already there. Yes, caretaker committees that already maintain them. Let them continue to brief you. But at the top of the United States of Biafran government, make out policies that will concentrate heavily. If there is a place you will, we should not miss this opportunity. Trump has just less than 3 years to leave office.
Okay.
You remember what the journalist told the United States of Biafra the day it was declared in Finland?
Yes.
On phone call. Do you remember what he said?
Of course, he made a very critical statement that day.
Do you want to tell me that Igbo-speaking Biafrans that form the majority of the United States of Biafra land, are not more enough to carry out protests right across the United States? If you really know what you want, Nobody's supposed to tell you to carry out protests. America will not kill you. You are a citizen. You have rights. Mazi Chuks, if you remember,
Okay.
I said this thing before severally.
We are supposed to make our president everywhere. Even we should have used this opportunity of this nationwide Mazi Nnamdi Kanu protest.
Look,
we should have taken over abroad, not at home. Abroad, we should have been in the front line.
Look, let me tell you.
Especially the US government.
You see, Mazi Chuks, we have limited.
Sorry, my brother, Maswell, sorry, we have a very breaking news and a sad one at that. Our beloved brother Moyo Shore have been arrested by the police at the Federal High Court. After meeting, I think after being with me,
I know they will do that.
He was arrested. The information just came now.
I know.
You see,
there's nothing new about that. Sure is not afraid of. Sure is not afraid of Nigeria arrest or whatever. No.
He's not. Go ahead.
Let me tell you. Yeah, let me tell you. No matter how a snake will never give birth to what is short. Snake will always give birth to what is long.
Yeah.
You know, of its time. That is how Nigeria is. We know them. You can predict what they will do. You know the reason why they have arrested him now is because they just want to, because there are criticisms called the protest. A good one for that matter. A good one for that matter was not
network
arrested, and you, the participants.
Your line is breaking up. We can't hear you clearly. Your line is breaking up. Check your line. It's breaking up.
Okay. How about now?
You're breaking up.
Can you hear me?
We can't hear you anymore.
Can you hear me?
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I'm hearing you. Go.
Good.
Go
okay.
Ahead.
You see, the Nigeria. Look, let me tell you. Nigeria can be easily predicted. They will create a problem, and they will try to solve the problem they created. They create more problems. Don't worry. They go that so will arrested. That one I know I'm long time. So if they're arrested now, I don't care. I'm not joining those people that say, "What? I know that the time that this will come, will be created for themselves. Let them do." But the only thing people is there. You have opportunity. Michael Rubin told you people that where the draft is played, House, pen, Congress, and where four of them he mentioned. The access to these places, if for one man and him out, I think the man in Texas came out and did what he did, mounted pressure on the government of Nigeria. Why can't we do that in the United States? Where you have leverage, you have Igbo communities. They declare Igbo Day. They declare Igbo Day in that area. You have everything at your own disposal. Why are you people dilly-dallying? Those of you that are living in the United States.
Okay.
Because Nigeria would never come to do anything against you. That whole thing.
Oh God, your network, my brother Maxwell, your network is really giving a hell. Your network is making us lose many of the points you're making. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. We are losing.
Am I loud? Am I loud?
Okay, go ahead.
How about now?
Go ahead.
You see, that is where the draft is paid. I expected the United States of Biafran government to go in United States, knock at the door of your representatives and your senators That
Okay.
is where the breakthrough will come from. But
Exactly.
if we keep quiet, we will continue to fight for this thing till thy kingdom come. I tell
Yeah.
you, because America use this opportunity now that has presented itself to your own
Okay.
advantage. That is what we do when we were in the military. We will
Okay.
use any advantage that is there. The Benue, look at what Kuka is doing. Kuka cannot be trusted. That man is a liar. He is conniving
What
with
are you
the
saying?
state in order to
Madman.
come again.
Go ahead, my brother. Go ahead.
Good. So these are the people. As you are gathering the fly, Kuka is one of them that is spreading and trying to write the books of the evil nation called Nigeria. So what I expect our people to do is to maximize this opportunity now. Work with the bishop of Benue. Work with the bishop, the other one, Hayaga, or something like that. Call them out. Let them begin to press. One guy, I've forgotten his name. I listened to him yesterday. He is in Porto, in Portugal. Ogede. They have written petitions and sent it to the United States Congress to make sure that the process of Nigeria TPC, they should listen to those people that are coming. About 75 of them have signed that petition. Ogede, I think it's from Benue State or so. So these are some of the things we do. Use, maximize this opportunity that has presented itself. That is the only thing. Do not go and begin to conduct election. We don't want to lose anybody more than we have lost. Okay? So Ludo will never. So Ludo will chase them with their current government, Bubago, Dudogachi, Evil, and the rest of them to chase our people. We don't have the required armament to face them because they are being supported by the current system, my people. This is what we should understand. Fight where you have leverage. America is the only place you will find leverage. Your senators and your representatives yes, are the people that are supposed to support you. Meet them, knock at their doors, and stop. This is my own opinion. As you forget about election now. Maintain your caretaker committees. That is the best thing to do. I thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Romax. You have spoken well. Let's hear from our brother Greg. Bro Greg is there. Bro Greg, if you're free, take the mic. Bro Greg, I think you're there. I know you are joining from work. If you are free, Bro Greg, if you are free, take the mic if you are free so that you can join us, Bro Greg.
Hello, Mazi. Good afternoon. My greetings to every Biafrans and all our brothers in the room. We thank God for seeing our brother Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, our leader, on the screen. I thank God for his smile. It shows that God is still doing a good work. That we should not forget.
Yes.
The same thing, I believe God is doing a good work in the life of Mazi Simon Ekpanjoko, our Prime Minister. We will not forget. Yes, just to cut it very short. I see the news now. They have arrested Showore, arrested Aloy Ejimaka. So the job of Nigeria now is arresting and arresting and arresting. So let them continue arrest. The more they arrest, the more the news is spread. It's part of the job.
Yes, so negative publicity.
Yeah. They will get tired one day and we will rise up. It is obvious. I'm happy that our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu take everything on his own, to stand on his own, and he are giving them, according to, if I can hear very well, that the court doesn't have the jurisdiction to take his case in the first place. So how would it say how about the way Abraham Mazi?
Yes.
That is for me, I support it 100%. That is a fact. So now they could not arrest Sowore at the protest. They could not arrest Sowore when he went to the police in Abuja to talk about the arrest of Allah Ejimaka. They won't arrest him because he came to greet Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know, Nigeria is all when you watch their character, you will know they are too childish in the way they do things. Yeah. He did protest. He did not arrest him so that people will not say you are arresting protesters. But he went to arrest the lawyer and his brother. What have Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's brothers have to do?
Igbo people, and when you arrest those Igbo people, nobody will talk for them.
So now Sowore came to the police, asked police questions why they arrest the lawyer and other people. They did not arrest him in that place. Then they come to the court to arrest him. You know, and what is the offense for embracing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? They will get tired. That is my own this thing. Then to add my own suggestion and my own this thing on what we are discussing about the election or no election, what my question should be is what is international law? That is what I would like to know. What is the law of international community talking about the people that declared freedom? That was the question we must ask now. So to ask the government, because I think